This is Detective Alexander, St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. Time is 12:30 p.m. The date is January 20, 2015. I'll be calling Wesley Philip Brill on the phone. Phone number 904-553-5969.
Hello?
Hi, is this Wesley Brill?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Wesley. This is Detective Alexander, St. Johns County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, okay, hi.
Doing good. Can you, I'm trying to figure out where, you live in Orange Park?
Yes, sir.
I'm calling in reference to, I guess, a business associate of yours, Scott and Marcia Vandell.
Yes.
They had an incident at their house the other night where the police were called, and in reference to some disturbance at their house. And I'm pretty sure it was you that called the call in to 911 originally. Do you remember that?
I don't think so, sir.
You don't remember calling 911?
No.
Okay. Well, I just need to come in. I need you to do an interview, just to get your side of the story of if you did or did not call 911, and just to explain a couple of things. Are you able to come in for an interview?
When?
Whenever it's convenient for you. I can come to you if that works too. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, well, I had the flu,
Okay.
and I haven't been out, and I still am not feeling well.
Okay.
I have maid coming tomorrow. I had an appointment for Thursday and Friday this week.
For what, a doctor's appointment?
Well, which day? I had a car appointment on Thursday, and I have an afternoon appointment with a lady that I met from St. Augustine on Friday, but that will be in the afternoon. What? I don't know. I mean, what? Give me an idea, and I'll try to work it out.
Yeah, it was January 17th, and it was at approximately 10 o'clock at night. Your car was seen in surveillance in the neighborhood. I'm not sure. Do you have a reason for being in their neighborhood?
No, but I never left the house.
Okay. Well, your car was in there, and then somebody called 911 stating that there was a disturbance at their house, and there was shots fired in their house, and the person who called 911...
You must have pissed off somebody else with his scams.
Well, I mean, I have the 911 recording right here, and the voice sounds exactly like yours. I mean, I can play it for you right here if you want me to. I mean, if you're... What's that?
You can, but I don't know how the hell that could be.
You don't know what?
I don't know how that could be. I was home Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday evening, Sunday. I had to go to public Sunday morning is the only time that I had left the house.
Well, here's basically where I'm at with it. I know y'all are in a business deal, right?
Well, he had convinced me that it was legal to use marijuana for medical purposes, and he got me to agree to go in halfway with him on a machine that would extract oils from marijuana, and I did. And it went. I don't know exactly what the hell happened, but he came up at one point and he said, "Okay, no more with you. Go away," basically. And I said, "Well, okay, just give me my money back." And he said, "Okay, I'll repay you." And then 2 weeks later, sent him a text message. I don't want to talk with him because I want the stuff in writing. And he tells me, "Fuck you." So I think I had spoken with, is there a Detective Hines in the narcotics division?
We have a Detective Hines.
Yeah, I spoke with her a couple of weeks ago about that.
Okay. So are y'all in bad relationships right now? You and?
Well, I haven't spoken to him, but he keeps hitting me up. Well, recently he's hit me up with some text messages, but a friend of mine, he keeps hitting him up with text messages.
Okay.
And making threats and whatever. Excuse me.
He's making threats to you?
Well, yeah, and to my friend. Now, my friend...
What do you say threats? What do you mean by the threats?
Oh, let's see. I forget now. I could tell you from my friend. My friend could tell you what the threats were, but...
Like threats to harm you, or threats to sue you, or threats to what? I'm just trying to figure out what threats are.
My head is just screwed up from being sick. I don't know. But, no, he had sold drugs to a friend of mine. And his wife has had injuries, foot injuries and whatever, and she's interested, too, in getting off of opiates or other drugs. And he had gone and he's not a care provider for them, and he had sold them marijuana and oil. Well, then there was a falling out in that. And my friend said, hey, man, come on, bring it on. I've got you on video. And he also has containers with Yanville's writing and fingerprints on them of the stuff that he had gotten from him.
Okay. So, Wesley, basically what I'm investigating right now is you calling 911 and having police sent to his house.
But I didn't do that.
Well, I mean, the evidence I have against you is starting to stack up a little higher, and it doesn't look good. The evidence I have your car. You drive a white Toyota minivan?
Yeah, I do, but I would have to believe that there's probably how many hundreds or thousands of those in the area.
Right, but you have some specific decals and stickers on that, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Now, maybe one that says Corvette and POWMIA.
Okay.
But other than that, no.
Do you have a trailer hitch on it?
Yeah, it does have a trailer hitch.
Okay. And then the phone number that you used to call 911.
What?
The phone number that you called 911 from, area code 904-903-1242.
Not familiar with that.
Right. Well, I'm not sure. That's the number that called 911. Anyways, that number can be traced back to whoever made the phone call. I haven't gone through the process of doing that yet. I was hoping just to call you and figure out why you called him and just trying to figure out, some kind of explanation for it, rather than going through the process of getting a subpoena, going through the phone companies and subpoenaing all those records, which I'm going to have to do, it sounds like, unless you're going to tell me that, I did it and this is why I did it. I just want to know why and what the reasoning is. If y'all have a bad business deal going down, then you have issues that's the reason.
I've contacted his landlord. I've contacted the homeowners association. I've contacted Detective Hines. There was a Crime Stoppers call that had been made. So I didn't do it, but was it an email? But anyway, I'm trying to do stuff that's legit.
Okay, well, when this...
this guy is... he's a bullshitter, is what he is.
Okay.
He's a scam artist, too. I don't... And he's a computer guy, so I don't know that I could believe anything that the guy says.
Well, I'm not going off of everything he says. I'm going off of the 911 call that we got from the sheriff's office, it has caller ID on it, which can be traced back to the original caller of who initially called, or IP address, or there's many ways to make phone calls now. So they have easily capabilities to do that. They just have to go to the court system and subpoena process, and I was trying to avoid doing that. It's a lot of work. It's expensive and it's drawn out. But at the end of that, we're going to know for sure who did that. And I'm just calling you because I have reasons to believe that it was you, being that your vehicle was in a vehicle described just like yours, was seen on surveillance in the neighborhood that night. The voice of the person who called 911 has the exact same voice as yours. So I mean that's what I have. I mean, again, at the end of the day, it's going to be depending on where the subpoena leads for the phone numbers and the records of the phone numbers. It's going to be a probable cause to sign charges on you for misuse of 911. If that comes down to that, however, I'm calling you right now to just figure out why you made this phone call to the sheriff's office and what the reason was. Obviously, like I said, you'll have some bad blood. You'll had a business deal that has gone bad, and there's some issues there, some tensions. So I'm just trying to give you an opportunity to explain your side.
What can I say? I wasn't there.
What's that?
I was at home in bed. I don't know. I dozed on and off. I mean, you can check the number that I'm on right now. Check it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay. I mean, if that's what you're going with. That's what you're going with. But at the end of the day, when I go through the process of doing all the subpoenas for this phone number, and what cell tower it was bouncing off of at the time, and what the location of was it, and who it goes back to, and all that stuff, it's gonna point back to you. I'm pretty sure of. Right?
I don't know how that could be.
Do you want me to play the 911 tape for you so you can hear the voice of the person calling?
Well, if you don't mind, I've got a pretty good connection right now.
All right, let me play that for you real quick. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna put you on speakerphone, okay?
Okay.
Hang on. Can you hear me? You still there?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
I think I heard gunshots at a house that I walked by with my dog here just a couple of minutes ago. In the house? Sir? Yes. Okay, what's the address? The address, 248 Carolina Jasmine Lane. It's the subdivision is Binnings.
Yes, sir. And you believe you heard the gunshots inside the house?
Yes, my dog pees and sniffs on every damn thing, and I'd stop near the house, and I heard shouting coming from the garage, and then it was just a few seconds later, I heard what I think is two gunshots, and then there was a pause, and then there was another gunshot, so there were three altogether.
Okay, are you still in the area?
Yes.
Okay, is there somewhere safe that you can get near to?
Wesley,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me? Does this sound familiar to you?
No, I'm sorry.
You're saying that doesn't sound familiar?
No.
The voice on there doesn't sound just like yours?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I'm listening to the tape, and I'm listening to you at the same time, and it sounds like the exact same voice. Is there something you want to tell me?
No.
Okay. Well, here's what's going to happen, Wesley. I'm going to go ahead and do the subpoena, and I will get my case together, and more than likely, at the end of my case, there's going to be charges signed against you, okay, for misuse of 911. If you want to work this out, if you want to, come in and talk to me and explain your reasoning for doing this and get your side on record, it's just going to be basically presented before a judge with all my evidence at the end of the day. And then at the end of the day, it's going to show you denying, and me showing all the factual evidence to support the case. And the judge is going to have a decision to make of, was this guy cooperative during this investigation? And did he admit to something he was caught red-handed in? Or, did he fight the entire time and deny the entire time? So that's what my investigation is going to lead at the end of the day. So that's what you're staying to? You didn't do it? I'm giving you plenty of opportunity here. I mean, I'm giving you a lot of opportunity to explain yourself, get your side on the story, and a lot of times you can make sense of it. You know what I mean? I mean, you can explain why, what your thought process was, why you did this, and then you might have a little more leniency on the judge's side where he can understand of why you did this and what your reasoning was. You there?
Okay.
So, are you wanting to go the route of being uncooperative the whole time, or do you want to give a formal statement?
Well, when can I come and talk with you?
What's that?
When can I come and speak with you?
Anytime. I'm available right now.
Well, I'm not available right now.
Okay.
But
So do you want to come and talk to me and explain why you did this?
well, I mean, I'll come and talk with you certainly.
Okay. And what are you going to be talking to me about?
I like you said something about a white van on video or whatever it is. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Am I allowed to? I don't know.
I mean, listen, Wesley.
Sure.
You're the one that was in the van. You know where you were that night. I mean, you know the video is going to be on surveillance. You know that.
I just don't believe how that could be.
But you do know how it could be. Because it was you. I mean, I got you on recording, calling 911.
Where are you at?
I am at the field office in Jillington Creek, the sheriff's office field office.
I don't know what that is.
Do you know where Racetrack Road is? Are you familiar with
heard-
Racetrack Road?
I would be better off with an address that I could put in a GPS.
Yeah. It's what's the address here? 725 Flora Branch Boulevard.
725. Say again.
Flora, Flora, Branch, Branch, Boulevard.
Okay. Flora Branch
Boulevard, BLVD.
Boulevard.
That's 32259.
And what was your name again?
My name is Detective Alexander.
Okay. All right. I have to shave, shower, and whatever.
What's that?
How long will you be there?
I'll be here until 5 o'clock today, or about 4:30.
Okay. I should be able to do that before then. But I should have your number here. Someone.
Yeah, it's 209 3997. 3997.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
When you walk in the office, you'll see a security guard sitting up there, and just tell him you want to talk to Detective Alexander. And
on the left-hand side. I may have been there.
okay.
Are you in St. Augustine?
Do what?
Are you in St. Augustine or
Well,
no?
this is in Jillington Creek area.
I don't know. Okay.
Fruit Cove.
At least I've got the 725 Flora Branch Boulevard.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
All right. See you shortly.
All right, sir. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
This concludes the interview. It stops at 12:50 p.m.